Hello, fellow vapors. It's me, Zoe, at your local Artisan Vapor and CBD in Bedford, Texas. I am coming to you with another video today. Before we get started, I do want to remind you, warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, and I'll use that as a segue as to what we're talking about today. Vape safety. So, Artisan gives out these vape safety guides. It's kind of a crash course on things that will help you better take care of your vape equipment. I'm going to go into further detail for you because we want you to understand fully what each one of these little guides means. So, let's get started. Improper use of batteries can result in fire or explosion. There is more on this card about that, so I'm not going to just dive in just yet. But very, very important. That's why it's a numero uno. On to the next. So you'll see that there's these kitty and pregnancy things. It says, do not use if pregnant or breastfeeding. We all know the Surgeon General suggests that. And then this other one is make sure your bottle is equipped with a child-resistant cap. Store in a place where children and pets can't get access. Very important for obvious reasons, nicotine. But I do want to let you know that also comes after the Child Nicotine Poisoning Prevention Act of 2015. In 2016, the FDA started to put into effect the restricted flow requirement. And what that means is when inverted, a bottle, if a 5-year-old is squeezing a bottle upside down, it just must dispense no more than 2 milliliters of liquid. Obviously, these bottles would flow very quickly. That's why you've noticed all of your bottles going to this type. See, it's a much slower drip. And that is to prevent kiddos from the possibility of nicotine poisoning, or at least lessen the possibility of them getting there. Let's see. Make sure your Make sure your battery is fully wrapped. Make sure your battery is not making noise or overheating. Check for any dents in the battery. If you notice any of these defects, the battery needs to be replaced immediately. Right here. So what they're saying is this. You notice that this battery is damaged. When it's like this, we have the tendency to want to pick at it and take this wrap off. This wrap is very important. It keeps the battery contained so that it won't hurt anybody. It's not just to show you what product and thing, is inside the wrap. Inside a lot of our mods, we do have individual containers, but in some of them we don't. And if one battery without a wrap touches another battery without a wrap, boom, it could explode. So it's very, very important that you notice what your batteries are looking like, and also be careful when you're inserting them into your mod so that it doesn't damage it like this and you get longer life out of your batteries. So on to use the correct charger for respective battery brands. Yada blah blah. Here we go. There's this guy. What they're saying is when you get a new mod, it comes with a cord. It's best to use that cord. Furthermore, the charging box. That's the most important part. So these new iPhone and some Samsung rapid charge boxes have like a 2 amp and 12 watt output. That is going to overcharge, or has the potential to overcharge your mod. What you want is something that's like a 1 amp, 5 watt output. You can buy them at the dollar store. Even these older iPhone charging boxes are good. But just, you don't want the quick charge. That's the most important part. Once you overamp that battery in your mod, it will not hold a charge as easy. And so basically you're kind of ruining your mod. We try to tell you this when you do purchase them, but that's what this video is about. On to the next. Keep your battery separate from metals and such, right? When you're in your backpack, your purse, your pocket, it'll do that too. So what we're suggesting, and what we do here at the Bedford location, is when you buy a battery, you actually get a plastic case for it. Very important. It's not just when you're flying, and it could be in, you know, your purse or whatever, but that's really important too. But if you're putting your batteries in your pocket, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the science trick where you put a gum wrapper on either side of a battery and it lights on fire. That's the best way that I can explain that. If you touch metal to either side of that battery, it could cause fire in your pocket, in your purse. So very important, please. This is the biggest thing I can say battery safety wise, is keep them in a container. If you do not have one, stop by any Artisan, but predominantly us here at Bedford, and we will give you one for free. It's battery safety is very, very, very important to us. We want you guys safe. The next one, it talks about hybrid mods. Hybrid mods are mech mods. What a mech mod is a it's a direct to battery. There is no like regulator. So you're literally battery to tank, firing it off. Yes, we here at the Bedford location, and I believe all the Artisans, have stopped carrying the hybrid or mechanical mods just for safety reasons. You really, really, really got to know what you're doing when you use those devices. So yeah, if you're into it, that's cool. Mech mods were really popular for a little while, but you won't find them here, unfortunately, just for your guys' safety, you know? All right, so the next one is e-liquids should be stored at room temperature and not exposed to UV light. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but I have, right? You have that mystery bottle of juice in your car in Texas. You're out of juice, and you fill your tank, and it's kind of gummy looking and gross, and you hit it just tastes wrong. The biggest part of that is heat steeps juice. Yep, heat steeps juice. So like if you buy in bulk, as far as juice is concerned, I usually tell you to put it in the refrigerator because the coolness slows down the steeping of the juice. But yeah, if you've left it in like a hot car, it overblows the, you know, scientific molecules, right? And it's just it's just you don't want to do that. So anyway, e-liquids should be used with compatible e-cigarettes and such, right? So what that means to me is now we have pod devices, and we have like big mods with sub-ohm tanks. Salt nic juice is a more pure form of nicotine that comes directly from the tobacco plant. So the nicotine delivery to your system is going to be so much higher. You don't want to vape it in a sub-ohm tank. It's just too much nicotine delivery. So just make sure that you're using those in the above 1 ohm. Like if you do put it in a tank, it needs to be above 1 ohm. That's our suggestions. But luckily, what I've found, most pod devices that are salt nic devices, you can use freebase, aka lab created, aka regular juice in. Do your research. Absolutely do your research. Always, if you have any problems, let us know. We are here to help you. Back to the battery thing. I completely forgot this part, but I wanted to let you know. Charging your batteries appropriately. I only went over basically the internal way. This is an external battery charger. You want to see one that has your particular battery on it so that it will charge appropriately, and you don't want to just leave charging batteries unattended. I mean, I do, but I check on them. Make sure they're not getting too hot, because then they can explode and all of that business. So if for some reason you have ingested nicotine at a mass quantity, or your dog did, or your kid did, or something, this handy dandy sheet does give you the number to the Poison Control Center. So that's a good thing to have on hand. That's going to conclude my vape safety reading of the vape safety card. Yeah, just if you've got any questions, please stop on by and ask any question you want. We pride ourselves on education for you guys. It's healthy, safe vaping is what we're all about. Have a good one, guys. Bye.